game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had just even a couple of weeks ago, but you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up, because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here, and I think we're in for a treat.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake Maye.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Again, it's Henderson. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold.
Still second down.
Up the middle, it's Henderson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Throwing on third down is Maye. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 39 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They run straight ahead with Henderson, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Maye gonna hold on to this one. It's a good pickup on second down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up.
Still second down.
Out of the gun, here's Maye. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there. Now it's going to be third down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
And the Patriots are going to have first and goal. Tackle made at about the 5-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 5-yard.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal. Maye to throw again. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
Well, after 2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny, I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He's got it. And the Patriots are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. The veteran, Jelani Tavai, in for the sack. What a way to start defensively here in this Super Bowl.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Smith can jig the left side. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Patriots offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
After a spirited 1st quarter here in Super Bowl 60, the Patriots out on top. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the 2nd quarter. Patriots with the football. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. On 1st down, they go back to Henderson, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Once more, it's Henderson. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Nick Emanwari is there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. It's the quarterback with the sneak, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the 1st down.
On the ground, here is Henderson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Throwing on 2nd down, Maye. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts, but The problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. Operating from the shotgun, it's Maye. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. We're trying to locate Travion Henderson out of the backfield. And it's going to be 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Pats can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Shaheed now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, you know, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
2nd and a yard. To throw is Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Darnold to throw. Get this complete. It's Kupp again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Timeout Seahawks, that is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Here's Darnold again. That is caught. He finds Walker. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Darnold to the air once more. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'd say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
To throw again is Darnold. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's third down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. That penalty is declined.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
Seven seconds, all that remains, till halftime. And the kick is away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision, as this ball comes out to the 35. Maye now on 1st and 10. He'll be out of bounds. That's a decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Maye gonna look to throw. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Jones on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Somebody moved early up front.
Still 2nd down.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Seattle.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it, and the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Patriots 13.
to the TD. Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 9. Man in motion, it's Diggs. On second down, it's May. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Hunter Henry. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards.
Automatic first down.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the give, it's Henderson. Gets to the edge at the 30. Waterani brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, New England.
Well, that's a heck of a 1-2 punch right there, and that's something that every offense stresses. The ability to be equally effective run and pass on any given snap. They follow up the successful pass play with a big explosive run.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Man in motion, it's Diggs. May to throw on 2nd down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. No handoff, he'll keep it himself. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now here's 2nd and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
Well, they clearly thought their best chance of barreling this across the goal line was to give it to the old fullback. But this defense was ready for it, and he gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays, you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So a big spot looming here for Andres Borregales. This to take the lead here in the 4th.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down. And in motion, it's Diggs. Henderson. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Remember, a field goal takes the lead, but 1st and goal, you're thinking touchdown. But you can't lose yards on 1st down. It completely changes your approach now on a goal-to-go situation. Give credit to the defense.
Once more, Henderson. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will
Here's Maye. They'll try to do it with the screen. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
Can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he'll get about 5.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
trajectory gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Maye. Digs on the reception. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Handoff, and it's Henderson. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. To throw is Maye. He'll try and set up the tight end screen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Patriots first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Maye. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
3rd and 9. Now Maye, and this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of it.
2 minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Barner, the tight end. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 15.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He'll get this complete to Walker. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up second.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here comes second down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
They can jig the left side. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A pickup of 21 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Taken in right side by Barner. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down. Darnold to throw again. And it's a touchdown! They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
It is a huge roll of the dice. 2-point conversion to decide the Super Bowl. They'll run. This is for the lead. And he'll get in. An incredible, gutsy call. Pays off. They've taken the lead by 1.
Great decision here, Mike. This was made well before that touchdown score. You want to win the game in regulation. You don't want to play for a tie and take your chances in overtime, but because there's less than a minute, not a ton of time for your opponent to go down and kick a field goal, this is the right move, and we'll see if it pays off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing now is Maye. Now he'll air one out, and that is complete, but a penalty flag
Pass interference.
is down.
Offense.
Let's see who they got. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20. Here we go. One final play. Again, working deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. And that'll do it. For the first time in more than a decade, the Seattle Seahawks are Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many